This guy is lightning in a bottle. He comes from Montreal. I want you guys to give it up for Johnny Hastings! Better rub it the right way.
It sounds like some sort of redneck sex move, right? Lightning in a bottle, like they shit in a gas can and then fuck somebody with it. A lot of yours think, can we laugh at that? I don't know. It's kind of rude. It's kind of rude. What do I love? I love public transit. It's true. I love it. What was that noise? Did everyone else hear that, Peter? Hope it's our planes. That joke is from the 50s. It's going from Bob Hope. I love public transit because public transit is the only place where we let everything go. Morally, socially, you can do whatever the fuck you want on public transit. If you walked into your living room and a homeless man was vomiting into a bucket next to an old woman, you would do something about that. But if you're sitting on a subway and that happens, you're just like, oh, I never thought I could do that. Where did he get the bucket? Did he plan this? It's true. Yes, I know. That's why I wrote it. If it wasn't true, it would be funny. But like, well, where did Nazis and unicorns have to do with this joke, funny boy? Why are you wearing a t-shirt over a long sleeve shirt? Don't ask me my business. This is the pose I use to pick up women. So you want to come back to my apartment and look at my globe collection? I don't have a pleasant body when I'm not wearing clothes. It looks like a melted snowman with the complexion of a white crayon that is melted. And I used to be really fat, so my skin is very loose, so it looks like a melted snowman covered in garbage bags. Just blowing in the wind. It's just awful because I look all right now, and then I take off my shirt. It looks like I've just revealed to a girl something that happens in a horror movie. Like she's in like the cabin at the summer camp, and she's just like, "Oh, this is really nice." And then the murder. Oh my God! Fuck you, people. That was hilarious. I don't get religions. I don't get that religions try to convert other religions to their religion. I don't understand why Christianity is trying to convert Muslims to Christianity. I don't understand why Muslims are trying to convert Buddhists to the Muslim religion. I don't understand why Scientologists are trying to turn microwaves into fridges. I just don't get it. Because if you think about it, if you believe in a religion, you believe in it. That's your belief, that you're completely and totally sure that that is the path to enlightenment. In the same way that I believe I like to make love to women. In the same way a dog believes that it likes to make love to whatever it sees when it gets horny. So if a dog is humping an ottoman, I don't kick the ottoman out of the way and go, "Have you heard the good news, Rover? There is a Clydesdale down the street that will give you sweet relief. Are you healed by the word of the Lord? Go shove your red rocket lipstick dick into that and go, my son." No, I'm just like, that's pretty hilarious. Dog is humping an ottoman. I love Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's coming up, or as I call it, the Cold War. Boom. Don't laugh at that. That was horrible. So I used to be fat. I used to weigh 315 pounds, and now I weigh 180 pounds. And it's very interesting going from being really fat to really thin, because when you go from fat to thin, the first thing people ask you is, "What made you so fat?" As if there's more than one way you get fat. You know what I mean? It's like if you're standing too close to a microwave when you're microwaving butter, you gain weight. No, it's like you eat everything that's good all the time, and you're much better as a person than anyone who is skinny. That's true. Let's think about it. Fat people have so much more sugar in their diet. First of all, that makes you much happier. They can wake up in the morning and go, "Guess what day it is? Cheesecake day. That's what I'm eating." Shirtless alone in my bedroom, watching Frasier and crying, saying, "This is better than a woman." And it was, I was just awful. I was just gross. I would just sweat all the time. My idea of exercise was eating something spicy. It was ridiculous. And I experienced a moment of clarity where I realized I needed to become thin. And I was in Albany, New York. And Albany, New York is this really shitty town in upper New York State. And If you've ever been to New York State, you'll understand that it's just the worst place ever. It's like devoid of, it's just like, you look at it and you think a tumbleweed's gonna come by sponsored by Walmart. It's ridiculous. Yeah, say one.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Because New York City, which is in New York State, is one of the coolest, most cosmopolitan, amazing, culturally diverse, coolest, it's the best city on the planet. And to make sure that city stayed so amazing, the mayor of New York about 60 years ago hired a bunch of people with guns to go through the rest of New York State and just murder anything that was culturally relevant, or interesting, and then they came back and formed the mafia. Little piece of history. So opening New York is just strip malls and gross things and fast food restaurants. And as we all know, if you're fat, you love fast food. Ta-da. And I was there, 315 pounds of glory, just standing in the line at Wendy's, and in front of me was, he wasn't a mountain of a man. He was like a Neapolitan ice cream scoop of a man. He was like 600 pounds. He was the kind of fat that he had to decorate his face with things so that people knew he had a face. Like he's wearing sunglasses inside with a necklace and a beard and a hat that was very like glowy. I don't know how to describe that type of fabric, but you know what I mean. And he's arguing with the cashier, over the fact that he wants to add another patty to his burger. He already has 5 patties on his burger. And he wants to add a 6th patty. And I agree, that's a disgusting concept right now. But in that moment, all I could think was, that's the greatest idea I've ever heard in my life. Is there a way I could put a McDonald's hash brown on top of that? And I could eat it alone in the trunk of a car while the song In the Heat of the Night by Phil Collins plays. And I'm looking at a picture of me as a kid just going, you used to have dreams, and now you have this hamburger. And in that moment, my mind just flashed forward to the future of my dream of doing stand-up comedy, only I'm 500 pounds. And it's a projection screen, and I'm sitting on a couch that I've grafted my skin to because I'm that big. Just sitting on the projection screen trying to tell jokes as a 500-pound guy, just like, hey, what's the deal with your scrubber brush falling off into your back vomit? And hey, isn't it just weird when the pizza guy gives you guff when you order 8 pizzas and then say, no, they're for me, but they're Hawaiian, so it's healthy. Hey, what's the deal with the doctor saying your heart is mostly comprised of ketchup? You will die any second. I thought, I can't be funny that way. I need to become skinny and miserable. And it's also interesting, when you become skinny, people want to know, how'd you lose the weight? One way, you fucking exercise. This is the only way you do it. There's no diet will help you. Do you think people are like, oh, you just go on the South Beach diet? No, fat people don't go to beaches. They go to gyms and they sweat. And they come back and they're like, what's your inspiration? Well, when you are fat, when you are 315 pounds, you can't see your dick. Do you know how much every guy loves their penis? If you are dating a guy and a person shoots 2 bullets, one at the guy's penis and one at you, he's going like this and dodging the bullet, you're dead. So I just stood on a Stairmaster and worked out consistently for months, never leaving for sleep or eating, until I could see my penis again. And I'd lost a lot of weight. That was a new joke, and it started out really strong. And then it kind of died towards the end. It got kind of preachy. It kind of turned into Richard Simmons with a heroin addiction or something like that. Because new jokes are kind of like this. It's kind of like you had an abortion. And you take the aborted fetus and you put it in a carriage, and you have to go to a park and you have to convince all the other parents that your aborted fetus is a child. It's like, look at him. See, he plays. Ah, look at him. So that's what a new joke is. Guys, you've been a lot of fun. Let's get everyone back over. See you soon.